Ebusia momo akwaba mwatena se ba Coastal Television do the Gitania 514 channel 54 ye Go TV do channel 22 ye digital box biara aka Facebook ye live na YouTube so live enda ye fida bosoma yo me da otodo de bien na oye mumu bosom oye bronya bosom oye Christ na woda no bosom na ye bosom so de wi wa fimpe bien onye edonu enumum Ebushafu donkwe kasebo Coastal Television na medrebra home na nsamni na no yehwe da obedi no mu akotine bi wodin tutose ama ban de sa oye no obo ekwafo wona abada onka no mu achechire foso no honso waka ho mo so pa damara na Cocobod akwa ma oye ahyankafo ahene ewuranom onye ejapadi ewu anom de embrasan o da way insurance wapia bambo bi wode bo hona ejapadi anampo ahyanan amaso ka na asama ba na dam bambo maku ebeje hu nachi na wa hwe ne wa bo ho damara na opeina oda oye Cocobod anu oda togo achirem de kwembera wafada oboboa Madam smuggling efi oye Cocobod numunu ubohwe na wedi de mudwuma no ebusuafu iyi na nsem bia aka won na nwabere madebosom wodon kor kasebom na nsem na aba ya odawa ya de nemu ndase papa omuno ya te ba ma oye Diesel gift shop eno oye NPA edwuma ku benu no we somasen mamade nsem na no madebra hom aba fam kitikeku Asorba Kofi Essuman afi yanje bo na yanje nsam nemu nchechirem dape na obasinu kra na wo bo ekwafo nyi afarfo wona abado de wo man ga na mi wetu de meda na esi ho no bru so a wo da bo ho abado wo na yiko we dwuma so na wore ye de bo man ga na nimpuntu ne kanko titara obenedi benedima ejanme ekwafo enanum afarfo na wo boa madam adwumada otedam okodo ma adehedam wo man ga na wonye bi wonsa ko hona no dudu na so wonye bi wodi na wonye bi wokotan na ta kotobotani na so bokoda egodifo abokoda ejanum ekwafo ejanum afadam wompam kra enti afibele bia wo man gana na bokosam no wobo hona abado afidi no oye abosobada otodo eduanan biako mekire 41 na ono wabo ekwafo na abado ewie ena mpempe yale kasabi epe aba no de UCC cheche yi meche lecturer Owo Department of Agriculture and Mechanical Engineer oda to go acheme de debi omenega ne ye yaye mfomdo mfomda ye yaye nde asoya wo hwe oye ekwadwuma do oda wo keka no na wo hwe butokro na wo hwe kwachiri na sabi utafreche wodi sunsuanu popa bi wodi ba ekwafu ha bad na wo bo no ye papa na mo wontrem na onfa nko sukuru sa horo wa wo ye kwadwuma anampo wo kire kwadwuma ene ne ma chechefo so wo bo ha bada ono bobo pa o sande hipo ba ya agriculture ebe achechefo so kan wo pa o sane hu dwumada wudi na ne moto awutu koba wo foro wo kire ekoye ni mpo ni na osafatere oda wo bo no abado Dr. James Muslim, Dr. Francis Kumi, on not in some of them do to go. Nay, Katsabaka, or Eric Annan Waha, about Semitofa, that Dr. can be.
The rebel a man about to be say, farmers the chairman, and say, I buy no more as part of the awards. Many of them were, they give them technological tools. Be machines, be tools, be various things which is good. That means that I buy any more agricultural mechanization or modernization. However, my suggestion is say your local agri-technology developers, a bit more machines, mobile apps, sensors, different things. Some of them they are doing it almost a small scale, at a small scale. They have the potential of becoming big. Yeah, so when it comes to some of these occasions, national occasions, can we recognize those people? Can we recognize those startups? Can we recognize those companies, local companies who are making strive on their own to ensure say agriculture becomes modernized in this country? You will say post-harvest losses are very high. Can we find a way of solving it locally using some of these technologies? And you know, when we recognize their effort, give them some awards, we bomb each them near there, but bomb almost on how mono, almost any more, so that we can be able to solve some of these agricultural problems that we have in the country. Currently, as we speak, cattlers cry, most of the cattlers in your country. Can you know now blacksmith, maybe I'll be a blacksmith and the over corner blacksmith now in ego, because we don't encourage local innovators, people who do some of these basic things. We can't continue to be importing everything. Some of the things that are imported can be made here. So let us find a way of encouraging people within to also develop their talent and their skills, so that we can develop some of these technologies here. And when they develop them, let us recognize them, give them awards, encourage them, so that they can help boost agricultural productivity in the country.
Dr. Francis Kumi, a lecturer with UCC, Department of Agriculture and Mechanical Engineer, na odi da mensamono odi atugwa. Na wadi afutu amayankafo de impempeyare oya odubenya oti da ma yakọ epebirim nti ijane hyewoye na kala kwehien oya otabobon hu papa boshat iyisi adechi ne yesi adechi ne yesi nyaare ya hweye ya hweye hu ntore ya hweye hu ye na we bo hweye hu ye ne ya hweye hu ye so a obi ye dam he na de yade insurance ba batayire hu ama so bende asem na ba na ye hu kwana yede ba fado na ebede na enyi oba pay na order oye National Insurance Commission ano oye mame madam Nicolina na yeye oye eduma na odin se bi tutugba wa ba yin sektrofo onye ubo nkom nsama na mame kan ne bi
mra ye eduma wo hwe motor insurance ana insurance mra ne si obi bia occasion or was so bomodin ase obeye insurance wo na ye short code na ye di star 920 star 57 action wonya insurance mra ne wo bedi police bechi wo e de akọ ejina asembo ho na mra ne wo edi na sansu na another compulsory insurance ye wo any property and commercial fire insurance me kan ye no se wonye ya asotwe wo ho mra betumi ne wo edi na de me ka che o ma se ye pese ye ti atene look mra ne wo ho enchi wo abeka se mra bi ne wo ba mra wo ho iti yen hye so se compulsory insurance ye wo o se wonye ya mra ne wo bi he say ena weather ne so esesa na weather ne esesa pe edi oda shishu tumeba drought yena ye wo farm nso unhwa na bebi akohye ye farm ne bibia eno so insurance nhihye wo ho iti se da mra sika ye no Insurance Act unhwe section 214 218 219 ne ka se wo se ye hwe se bebi ye adwuma no bi aba obeye safe 218 ni 219 eka afa eja eshishi ye premises commercial place ye guest house ye club house ye chop bar ye hotels na de ni hostels na nyina eja to baby awo na e de ha baby fire service beba be ye hwehwem na woni ama na ehi ne e wo be ye ho de na say insurance nhihye ni wo wa insurance fo be so wasem na wasan egyina wo nan so bi ye na ye wo farm agric insurance wo ho yentwi bɛn sɛ bibi echi wadwe ɛwɔ saa nneɛma yi ma bɔbɔ so yi wɔmɔde anatwi bɛn the National Insurance Commission ye bɛkyerɛkyerɛ mu na wo so wasi bi wo investment.
National Insurance Commission ọbaapẹ na ọda no ọno na ẹtene kan ebusua yẹkọ atọye mantom na wọ na Cocobod mpanyinfo a wọda no meche deputy CEO ẹna onye ọyẹ Cocobod board chairman ọyẹ honorable Ofosu Ampafo ẹna onye ọyẹ Dr. James Kofi Kutiti mpanyinfo na wagba no na wekupe mu ọyẹ atọye mantom na wɔhwɛ koko no nsɛnsɛma mbrɛ ɔbɛyɛ koko ekwafo no wɔn kaba asɛm ne mpo bɛbɛn dɛ watu koko na koko no watu no sɔnfɛn a ne ho ba asɛm bia na atɔyi manto musuafo honorable Joseph Nelson abra ɔhyɛ dɛm abɔgbɔfo wɔ nde ba sa wɔda aprabɔ rekɔdo wɔ ɔyɛ atɔyi manto mu no nsɛm a ɔdutu gua na akɔ abansɛm na de sɛdɛ a ɔde ma hɔn ne nsɛm de bi.
It's been a challenge because of the gap, that has existed. I'm here as a regional minister, but I know little about the operations of Cocobod. And so for this engagement and for the issue that chairman has put across, I think that it's important that we see it as it is and then make effort to help deal with it. And so the point about getting to collaborate more at the level of the region, the leadership here, I think that is a very important point, so that I also get to understand the issues better, get to see together with my RESEC members how we can help Cocobod deal with some of these issues.
Honorable Joseph Nelson ode na kwa bansam de ba wiyin na deputy CEO a ohwe operations do wo Cocobod Dr. James Kofi Kutsoti ono so din semtugwa na o cheme de saye hwembra koko bobade wo omanganam na kona wo fodo wodi dwuma oyakona wo dupia o de nyina yedi enwu hyem da wodi ba fa benkum ana wodi ba fa yimfa obi hia da madudu biara wodi wo behim wo koko no dwumadim. Dr. James Ninsama Nsukanibi.
Apparently, it was like the original one, the task force had been abandoned. They were using the cooperative system. But we also think that the task force is very effective, more effective, because that one has the district chief executive on it, farmers rep on it, cocoa representative of farmers on them. So it was very difficult for you to divert any of the inputs. So we thought about it. So we are reviewing that system to ensure that we go by the task force system. Again, it came up somewhere that the inputs, when you give it to the gangs to go and spray, there's also a challenge there. Some of the farmers complain that they don't get the input. I remember in those days we said that, well, let's give the inputs to the farmers. When they are ready, the gangs, the mass sprayers are ready, go to the farmer, and then the farmer releases the input to them to go and spray their own farms for them. So Cocobod has been reviewing this system since we assumed office.
Na Dr. James kase wie no na gomtenyi nzema oye Cocobod Elder Ofosu Ampafo na so ye onano na ocheme da imperiale abano fertilizer obo ho kaw na nzema wode mekwafo ina demendeme ina ayeske jinjan sabita fete senti 9 de sikadinyi na waye no kwafo ekwafa obaje demendeme ina wie no hu koko no odedu osumadi akotano wo amanfofo do a wanfa ma Ghana ban enti se wadi Ghana ban bodamaka wo ne wo yeda mfoso ne mfi wa mfoso biara amba ho edo foso ampafo ne so ne saba okana asibi.
The challenges we've been facing is about the smuggling activities along the borderlines, and here I believe that you are also you share borders with Cote d'Ivoire, and the same challenges that we face in Bono, Uti and Volta is here about smuggling of our cocoa beans to neighboring countries, and then also our inputs, fertilizers, insecticides, and pesticides, and all those things. We have realized that there hasn't been enough coordination and collaboration between Cocobod and the regional security councils. So some of the regional ministers don't even know our cocoa officers. They don't know our regional managers. They don't have any idea when our inputs are brought and what type of inputs to enable them to also put their monitoring mechanisms in place to help us. Unfortunately, through our interaction with the regional ministers in the regions that we visited, it appears they know very little about the special service and the work that they do. So we are trying to bring it closer so that they get to know the region get to know them.
Ninara nsami yene katsibaka kwabra kwa ono wa atoyi mantom na obobo semi nana no na odebrehen ebushe yenko nsamfufrum wa nsamfufrum no na NADMO mpanyimfa wada no ehunhie ohie de wopam apampamfo abogofa wo bohwe mase mpempre so bande atoyenchem biesa damo nkwafo beti kan ansa na wonu mpa wotete office no nkatase no nchechrewe ana wonfanka babon fanko otum na wabam meche volunteers na dem volunteers wa ya ncheche sonko wo de amahon wo oye finfimanto ma meche asenfosu eho ena NADMO kwanchefa oda no wo finfimanto ma ha oye honorable Kwesi Dawood odu tugwa riche sentiri potia wo ye dem ncheche no wo de ma oye volunteers a wa fa honan na nsama honorable Kwesi Dawood kan no so ibi
December 2025, the national workshop, NADMO national workshop, now the revival in disaster volunteer groups, and I say reactivate one. Director General, Major Retired Dr. Joseph Bikanyi Kunyon, in Israel, Opesa Oshema, volunteer groups are whole now, why dormant, no, if to revive one bomb, you imagine Akoso. Pembe Bray, we imagine mono. After Yenchem Bessia, and I say Asia, volunteers now community, various communities, and schools, names, one our first responders, and some of young staff in the zone officers and put to me about. Now, you say, it's an Yama Kran, ye being been to know, Bayer in free our tree in Tim. Dama volunteer groups in why the Bunibekers wire dormant. Then we be here say, you're revival. The revival also there. District directors, metro directors, municipal directors, and regional directors, one deputy now. Yeah, in the Medino, Asha in the national headquarters, Nedu Aba, our national office Aba, will be training capacity building on reactivation of disaster volunteer groups in Erokoso. And of course, regional minister, Honorable Eko Chepe, so a chairman for the regional disaster management committee, also the Nimpi Infosu Abekansa. NADMO Central and NADMO Ghana, ya crowd. Say you be involved all volunteers. You do what you be young bia. Na ya shim wa bom yedman akoso. Osande in most districts ya Ghana hano. Ya staff strength no sha. To see nya amount for but to ho asiwo. Mo ya sawo sa to ho ache to a farmer home no. The spirit of volunteers and be boyan ya. Maybe be honor your staff won't mean be honor. I'm a huge man at this particular workshop no is everybody brave. Yet President Mahama, Minister of Interior, Honorable Muntaka, and the Director General of NADMO, yet the Wasibi Brace with Manchester Sergeant Diaboyama. You build the capacity of our metro, municipal, district disaster, district directors and their able deputies. We to Mako, their districts now. Reactivate the various disaster groups now. The attendance sheets, 100 metro, municipal, district directors and their deputies. We have deputy directors, administration, deputy directors, technical and disaster risk reduction, deputy directors, operations, and our regional secretariat offices. 100. I pay the participants 100. And then the Yamiadum, the training need to make at the Amawam. Will be form a nucleus of trainers Once work on one district, I also could training the other staffs in the various MMDAs in Central Region. What they are. So far as the reactivation of the disaster volunteer groups are concerned, the kind of public engagements, any registration. It's a district director be a what there is all your main scene. Public, but for the purpose of Ishima Yeshiv in the day, they are mixed they are to amount for winning say you do bring your brain higher dry season. And then my bed and being a bass and a sun 9 bin a how it's into your best say amount for so 1 year 1 actually 2 1 boy in boderu now amount for that one also that it's kind of just show your serious several cases of domestic fires are air causes here was the mabrino. Now ahead of the dry season, bushfires, but also domestic fire, commercial fires. Be a body. These directors, when the Ghana National Service will be called acquire public education. Why she say, baby, so be heard, baby, so by enforcement together with the Ghana Police Service. Now Abuama fire disaster coffin. It was being. I feel Bakoni we say now. Near was store owners be on one time my warehouse. Now there aspire, and what bag what the back market. But don't come man. Baby, expiry date what to from home. The Asher NADMO directors in all the districts say work with you. One fine see in so together with the Food and Drugs Authority, Ghana Standard Authority, a police food and assemblies. One cost store by store and could check all those items. Now a month frame could be on wholesome goods now for Yareba. Yareba disease epidemics by NADMO say and die so. Another thing so incident of drowning. Ye go so ye can want some na what mu yani. Probably ho no ma wo si wonder na ma ho na wo si no won cover so. Na mo from ko tutum na ko fa how bebre e dia bre na ye fide ye twem yara. Mo from be being or you victimized go mo is Blue Rose Estate 8 years old abofra ba no hwe ne kwa. Mo cross the hospital at Oji Ayarhwe. Nti incident of drowning from man unused or uncovered manholes, abandoned galamsey pits, any rivers or yaza I kosu within that time yes so man for say one boy na yen brass and sana kesina Christmas is full of sights and sounds. I going to kosu around this time and they do road accident so eba ye bia ye can so you will identify hotspots in the region to all our relevant agencies one boy now driver from PDF GPRT full Proto full cooperative also one boy together with the regional highways one boy now yen the necessary friends mitigation effector and confer more road accidents and farm madama bremo. Yani this that is near amountful in the various local community building komo. Now ya shall be biara opese onya kwenya no be disaster volunteer member or the my adwuma no. This directors are deputy bechechen what be first akwane so aba na we boy adwuma na koso in the right direction. E da wana say.
Ora kwesi Dawood ono na oye kwanchefu paying the NADMO edmoku na no finfin manto ma ha na mokwai mankabi mensin director oda winuba mensin anu oba paying ewurabe na saman de wabo no papa sisere na ne mensin no ka ntejo nsin de kuma bi na afidi abobo no maden won cheche wakaji na ode oye jonsin bi aka ho na tavo ntese no bodoso won mensin no wetu waboa masatwe yentemta wenya aboafo na wabobo ewurabe no so na sama okan wadmu nasi
do kan laiti midin do kan laiti mi fi efutu municipal emina me ye NADMO director ma efutu municipal na ende yen dwumedi aya wo asene ha kire de volunteers na ya fo na wo ye dwuma ama NADMO no ende wa ma ya ati ase de ewo de ye yi one leaders a wo bada wan no we tum wa ye dwuma ye initially no was wa fa bi ndo do emi mbodi meba mo district ni mo ma moto volunteer bia wo mo no and these are bread na ma ba abato no chere no man na was mama say 10 was me for 40 no so e de me leaders wo baba dan no nti mo bombodi an de kwa miracle na nchechi ama ba mebete na da ma ba be hu no me de be senfom na mama mo ehu de ejuma na wo ye no resetting Ghana na ye gudu nti ye reset Ghana da no ejuma bia ye biala e wo de wo ye na akomapam na wo de ma ben na ba no so seed nti megina akwenye du na mada director general ne hyehyai a wo de gu akwem na oda ma NADMO ye da na sepa nya me nsure no
directors now some working together. So
Okay, maybe in for the 8 months ni. Na 8 months na maybe no. Maybe me de me vision, me mission, na me input, na me di wura efutu me ni sipa mu. Na me vision na me mission na me input ni nyina abegina de. Me be hu de e wo de me visit baby bebre. Nti me call poultry farm. After poultry farm no me ba a filling station. After filling station, you know, ma call hospitals no clinic, ma ba waters ni na. Na sisi a me okay say December me project a me the me first year supermarket akesa o wi ni benyina because wo bezafi by the year hu there product bi a aspire no obi nkoto no mfa nkoni fi na onkonke den onkonke di no mfa program mba winiba since a disaster aba winiba no do so pa but so far as abenin de maba be suanya mepin wo mo no nti mobombodian de mesiu ano kwan menyi volunteers no besiu ano kwan nti mebe yi di every 1 month bi a me meeting na meji zonal head bi an report first na efutu osua nti na ekita 4 zones since efutu ayekese nti since am ba abeto 10 zones with leaders every day be o de minya report na me pede me catch obi bia de e wona NADMO de ya asesa ejuma nenwu do nti ejuma na leye na ye ni ye dia ma so mobo na yaye na mo say ye be yent the previous NADMO nda minjintu because we are still resetting Ghana. It's resetting Ghana agenda. Ona na ye gudu ayeye. Director General why as pa because ye be ye teachings bebre. The yesua de bebre. Wa me ye hu adwuma no mo. In the next year by this time no. In the nyama papa na obotum na aboy. Da yenya so logistics. Efutu menyi car nti meboa me ka che Director General there. Mesren mejuma na yekese nti mankoti besi akra me district director wo central region wo ma me car na mintum fa ye ejuma ne yemfa ama abe no do no onkonenyi madam ase
na NADMO won ncheche adwumedza woti ti bo oye volunteers a won sa kan won fifi mantom suafo onobo edamu a ochiripenyin ono na oye gomtinen dema oye NADMO edmokun eyenti bra wotwa ihie na woye nchecheren odine nwem kopo echi na afutu kotin ena odime anuanom a yemi ahun adom ma NADMO fu eyihun de womre na womobo won odu to mi chere de bebe wutiti won say ho bebe wutiti won say ho enti mo mba na wafu wadwuma yi wode mbe hye won sep na waye da wope emom kura o wode bo won de won keka won na wan kese won bo won yire won fa nye adwuma no bande se won su woye bibi won abrabo ma wotum waye na wogina do amamiri bodu na ta ye hwe NADMO mpanyimfo ana ye hwe bi mu abaye mpanyimfo NADMO adwuma konu ma na ta wara we volunteers awan na wetum po won abrabo bi ma ko school bi na su adwuma mande metum abafa NADMO adwuma edese won abetire honorable fifi mantom suafo edamu a ochiripei ne nsama okay ni bi
mo aye no de bia ye hwe onye oya anyi fire service fa koyepe that means oya modun mo ye twekwan e bo hwe a ye bo boam at least for this time ebotum me ma ye mo anya kanza mo botum na mo da ye adwuma interventions bebre na me ma ye madwen de me pede assemblies no wo hwe de wonye NADMO fu no beye ozana ehwe the very composition and the role NADMO pray and a one mandate na assembly intum take decision be offer environment one NADMO nka ho that means my share kete the assembly bia onfa NADMO nka wo committee a or approve a building permit no ho I do not want to be the one to issue a circular on that, but then I want it to emanate from your office. Let it come to my office. Let it be your request so that they will know that it's your initiative. You give a background to that effect. Now, when I will agree on the permit issuance, no, the NADMO officers in the assembly, and for that matter, the zonal level, must be part of the task force that go out there to also inspect the building. And I'm very intentional about this matter. Very, very intentional, because the matter speaks for itself. That you are talking about people are disaster by what from one hour. They first and foremost must know where he from Obiri Sibibio and sign a disaster no baba. Why there ye wo okuwo wa wo boye won ban. Na ya chana ma nsutom oyidoma. Na ye kwa from na mum ye nhwe to Obiri kosi dan yesi baby nsu fa onhwe nka ho. And so this is by intentional that the NADMO officers at the district level must be part of the, the planning committee, the committee that approved the permit, and then the task force that go out there to inspect permits. NADMO. Yeah, that man's yeah, the opportunity way now, Mamadama Edman by effective. No. More you share and take undue advantage of this opportunity. And what did this cover man for and can't tell I want permit? Because you do not have that right. You do count them over here, you also give a comment. And so we'll make it mandatory there. Plan comment now what you want, maybe I will register as other NADMO first what issue be. Apart from that, the engineers know what some rubbish issue, other NADMO insult me issue. Not on the side of that plan comment, not about. And the amount this opportunity, man from Kwediska. Already we are having some few amongst you who are becoming recalcitrant, very notorious at Galamsey side and San Winning side. You are taking money. We have instances where NADMO operatives are participating in extorting monies from Galamseyers, thereby aiding them. Meanwhile, you are supposed to watch these people, making sure that they don't actually do the Galamsey first and foremost. And so you cannot use your position there. And many of you are doing that with some of you, not many, some, very few of you who are doing that will do that in connive with the national security operatives. And it's a matter that I want the leadership of NADMO to take up, because we are much concerned about it. Because I cannot sit in a region where the very people who should support me to work are now becoming complicit. It's a betrayal. And we will not sit down for that. When we get you, we will not spare you. When we get you, remember I'm the chairman. In case they don't know, tell them. Yes, so much. You have relevant. In fact, you are very relevant. In fact, you can even put you at the hospitals. You are very relevant. You put me at Marco, traditional council. Even before Nanam Wabasa, as Waba you lay out Nadina, you have to be, helping them. Or them more advice Nanam. You never be able to me. I show my yes, move some able to me. I and then Pomucho. Mom indented more image, a very noble sector, ma find yourself to do. More best serve or minor, the must some there, Maxicanzo Bianankai. Abaja tum there. This is what you have decided to do. This is the way you want to go in life. My Mexican do him. Maka in an mobile, just some few months are mobile with your leadership. We are hearing your contributions, and I need to applaud you for that. I need to applaud you for that. More good more the management now. Mom forget the capacity building be apart from this group one can so during the boko wenyim. Build capacity. If you have to go to school, you need to do that. If you want to learn some skill, you need to do that. Because not be so build the capacity now. You also find yourself in a place where in future you may want to be. I want to encourage you that we are in this together. And we are going to give all the support you need. But remember, somebody is watching over us. Thank you very much.
It's honorable Fifi Mantom Shafu, honorable Edamwa Ochipain. Nen Samne Bejinado, na Yaba Yaba, Yekowie, don't quick as a bone, that the lumba, no, Nensam, some nature. Yankomra.
Mido, Ghana Biana. Ogo fa jebidi wi aba besu en fita no pa e say baby she. Mangashi.
Junior.
I'm saying so now for me be the no.
Sister Coach pa. It's woni gas.
I'm used to the why. My why.
Down yankana wa.
Sister Coach. Use gas. Gas ye fast, ye easy, ye convenient. Wow.
LPG, let me see your hand. Ooh, yeah.
We sell gift shop, a place you can rely on. You call on us and we'll deliver. Thank you.
Ebusamu akwaba, munsamu atena semra Coastal Television do. Don kwe kasebo na yetrebra humi. Yerko ekwowie donkwe kasebo no wo oye Daddy Lumba Charles Kojo Fusu niwu nsama seserei sa etiefu ahwafo wo bakaya yehye afiase busume sen mu meche July busume sonwa busume son July busum na da otodo Indonesia ena ntie bede gode odwuntunya wa didini ye wo oman ganam meche Charles Kojo Fusu ado na fan Daddy Lumba birin supo wo fan DL abente okọ ana obafa odane benkum do ofre tam wotintinum nata onka tasefo bi ewunu abente na busuafo ye ne de owohwe na ntutu bi apabia la obeye na ude jaman wahwe na ude jaman ebusuafo no mun sam na wotwini ndimpo okaya boache bi ndi wa ye ena mo kisi anye de mumu busuma yomi December busuma yomi ne da otode sia na ta nche de pena abase no kono na oda nche wosie oye Daddy Lumba otedaman ne yenum ebien odobreyi ena onye akosua sewa da ba nuane misafo ebieni wonye Daddy Lumba nankase na busue pen aya mansotwe wo na yi ne ye ho ida me na metrafu now ida me na metadaka ho ida me na medadaka ba ida maso dadaka ba nsam hunyan asam na kupe koto ebua we bi mo akaba na de ende fide wunsipe na nche ochina wanya amande na mambre biala obeye no mfa ablentin kesen bofunsa anepe ya high court owonkran akwase tena de Daddy Lumba ochina usie na onye ye obi ontire usie na onye ye a no mun nsam ebusua ye bede akiri ontuma nkade enbiri no num no nsia abode ana no nsan mayedi oye central determination na bra homa na ye bati e depot a wa hye Daddy Lumba obokran sa high court mama kwan na ochina wesie anoro makwan ma oche unsie ne di impepenya de high court de Daddy Lumba wantwan ma umfa no nko oye umfa no mbefie mpo na ta wesi nwopie na ochina wesien ebusua ne dina ebegina na yedi donkro kasebo ina no yedi aba ewieyi asede papa bi wa yeti ba ma adi se gate shop ɔse tɔadze na kyadze buenye wahyehyɛ ejapade wahyehyɛ akyadze fɛfɛfɛfɛfɛfɛ fakacha wadɔfo damara na NPA National Petroleum Authority ɔse use gas na wofie onya akɔno sɛ na gas de ɔyɛ affordable paa edwumaku bani won adawo man wusɔm asen meminya be na adagye makana imon ebusua seden bia ebei ankeben onkɔba no paa ankeben chinchim efin ɔde na matoti ye kama damara ntebusa fa ba from kitikeku Asorba Kofi Essuman mo ina mo na hwɛ ahenewa abraw enyado obere ka ho oyinda no so ye wo no kyena